Hey guys, it's Anna, and welcome to another episode of I Swear We're Not Idiots, the podcast that leaves you with more questions than answers. This episode is made for entertainment purposes only. These are own opinions and sick humor. Today we are talking about more inventions. There is talk about medical procedures. If that makes you uncomfortable or queasy, this episode isn't for you. Viewer discretion is advised. Do you want to continue on with some things that were invented?
Sure.
Okay. Stethoscopes. Do you know why stethoscopes were invented?
Well, this might be a good one. I mean, obviously, you have the obvious reason.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably like a byproduct. Like, it was invented for this, but it also...
So why do you think it was invented?
Stethoscope is like the heart checker,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just assuming that somebody didn't think, I need to know what your heart sounds like today. Let me figure it out. It was probably for like, I don't know.
Okay, so it was invented because it was uncomfortable and awkward for both doctor and patient for a doctor to put his ear against a woman's chest to hear her heartbeat.
Oh my God.
That's how they used to listen to your heart. Is they
yeah, especially if you got a creepy doctor and he's like, no.
Same thing with the lungs. They put their ears on your back and then they started rolling up like papers and they're like,
stick this in my ear to hear properly. For sure, it's causing a problem. Let's get rid of that.
Another thing that was invented to make things more comfortable for both patient and doctor was silly string. Can you guess why silly string was made?
To distract you as your nipples being listened to?
No, what?
I don't know. I feel like it's tied together. Look at that over there.
Listen, initially it was invented to be a can of like aerosol that you would be able to spray onto a broken leg or bone and it would be an instant cast. Their invention worked, but after testing 30 to 40 different nozzles, one nozzle made the instant cast spray a nice little string, but it shot 30 feet across the room. That inspired the men who created it to make it into a toy instead. So it was actually meant for a medical purpose and they turned it into a toy. And I was reading, I didn't write this down, but I was reading that they went to Whammo, I believe, to launch the silly string as a toy. And they went in there and sprayed the guy's room full of silly string and he said, "Get the fuck out." And when he was cleaning up, one of the owners or whoever it was came in there and was like, "What's this?" They got a call from the guy a day later saying that we want to invest in your product because the head guy liked it so much. Can you guess the original use for Lysol?
Other than cleaning?
Well, like...
I mean, the most absurd thing that I can think of is that it's like the spray, like when you're cooking. If they thought it would like clean your pan and do it like all
Lysol was, I didn't write the year down, but it was to help end a bacteria epidemic in Germany. In 1911, it became the #1 item used for poisoning. In the 1920s, it was marketed to women as a disinfectant douche.
Ugh. That's not healthy, right? Shouldn't be, I wouldn't think.
And it was once the leading feminine hygiene product. It was also said to be a great contraceptive and was suggested to doctors it was safe to use for abortions. 193 Lysol poisonings were recorded, along with 5 deaths. But it was marketed to doctors and women that it was okay to put inside of you. It's great for soft tissue. And then people started getting poisoned because obviously their skin absorbs the poisons.
This is like that guy that is like, hey, this was invented for this. It's not for this. This does not go inside of you. It started here. Now people are trying to undo all this.
Do you want to know what power tool was created to help in childbirth?
I hope it's not a drill.
A chainsaw.
What?
If a baby...
C-sections?
If a baby were to get stuck in the birth canal, doctors would use a chainsaw to cut away the pelvic bone.
But can't you just come in from the top and pull you back the other way?
What?
It's like you stick your head through bars. Like when I was a kid, I had a pretty big head. I stuck it through bars on basement windows and I got stuck. That'd be like saying, hey, let's just cut these bars out. No, you just go into the basement and pull me back the other way.
Wait, where's the basement on a woman?
Well, if you flip it upside down, it's the belly.
No, that's not how that works.
The doctor just needs to do a handstand.
No.
I mean, not actually a handstand. He just needs to imagine the handstand because otherwise you can't do a chainsaw. I just don't understand how you come to the conclusion that I should just start sawing your bones out because the baby's stuck. Like
it's like an episiotomy. They cut your... What the fuck is it called?
I don't know.
Taint. They cut
Excuse me?
They'll cut. Yeah, if when you're giving birth and if the baby's gonna rip you, they'll cut your taint for the baby to come out and then they sew it back up.
Which would heal. Bones don't come back.
Yeah, you could heal a bone. Ever heard of a silly string, a cast? That would heal a bone. If you cut a bone, won't it grow back together?
If it breaks, if you cut it out and it's just gone.
Who says they cut it out?
I think you just did.
Did I? Cut away the pelvic bone. So, like, I don't know, maybe they loosen up the pelvic bone. I don't know.
He's in there. Just in there with like an X-Acto blade. Just like, you don't need this. Get out of here.
Charles Grigg worked in a soft drink industry for 10 years. He decided to make his own soft drink. He came up with a lemon lime soda called Bib Label Lithated Lemon Lime Soda. It was launched 2 weeks before the stock market crash in 1929.
Oh, what a bad time.
They did shorten the name to 7-Up.
What?
And...
But there's a Bib drink still, right? There was.
This drink contained lithium. It was sold as a mood stabilizer.
Oh my god, my mom's addicted to 7-Up.
They don't have it in... No,
as far as you know, who knows what's in the secret sauce?
No, once it was illegal to put drugs in soda like cocaine and lithium, they weren't allowed to put it in there anymore.
As far as you know. Oh my god, I just didn't expect my mom always had 7-Up.
Tell her, next time you see her, tell her, go, you know what's in that drink? Lithium.
And she'll be like, yeah, don't fuck with me. Don't play games with my happiness. And I'm like, oh, that's true.
Don't play games with my happiness.
She has to have it. Oh my god. Who knew that this was going to be a thing today? But isn't there a Bib drink?
I don't know. Google it. Where's your phone?
We'll pop it up on the screen if it's true. With a picture of it.
Okay. If not, there's going to be a big red X.
If not, there's going to be a fake news type shit. I could be lying. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not an idiot, but I'm also not the smartest.